Things in education I want to leave in the year 2025. First up, we've got the 6-7 trend. Never been funny, never will be funny, just really annoying for every teacher in the country. However, I think since Keir Starmer said it, it has absolutely killed that trend. Next up of things I want to leave in 2025, the whole education system. Yeah, because it's not working for anyone, is it? It's not really helping anyone. Burning teachers out to the point 40,000 are leaving a year. You've got so many students who are just not having their needs met. So it'd be great if we could leave the old system in 2025, start with a new system that's actually properly funded, actually trust staff to do the job they're capable of doing, and maybe we might get somewhere. Next up, we've got the gaslighting quotes about teaching. Teachers are superheroes. You're in it for the kids. A great teacher's like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. Oh, on the surface, look, sounds nice. Tries to paint teaching out as more than a job. But when that's paired with underfunding, unrealistic expectations, zero protection for your well-being, it's not praise, it's pressure. The language makes teachers feel guilty for being tired, guilty for setting boundaries, guilty for wanting a life outside the job, which brings me on to my next one, teacher martyrs. Every school has one. The teacher who gets in first, last to leave, the ones who genuinely believe, the best teachers are the ones who give everything to the job and look down on those teachers who have a life outside of teaching. They just think it's a badge of honour. No, it's not dedication. It's not commitment. Burnout is a real thing. And working yourself to the point of burnout is not healthy. You don't win teaching by suffering the most. You win by getting the right balance, by being healthy enough to still care in 5 years' time. Exhaustion is not a badge of honour, it's a warning sign. Right, can we leave all the pointless tasks we're expected to do as a teacher back in 2025? It doesn't improve learning. It doesn't help the children. It just exists so someone can say, oh, we've evidenced that. Why do we do it? Duplicated paperwork, forms that just go nowhere. We rewriting the same thing 5 different ways. And teachers are drowning in that workload that exists purely to just sort of justify systems rather than actually support pupils. And if there's one thing that using AI has made me realise is if AI can write something as well as I can, given the amount expected of me as a teacher, is it even worth? What is the point of that task? Now, I put patronising wellbeing here for just the gestures schools do when they don't actually reduce workload, like getting staff to sit in a yoga staff wellbeing session when all the staff are going to be there thinking, I've got 3 sets of books to mark tomorrow because there's another book scrutiny, does nothing for wellbeing. I'm not saying yoga doesn't help, but I do think wellbeing's subjective. Whatever works for you isn't going to work for me, etc. And that's fine. What teachers need more than anything else to begin with is time. And so as a school, if you're not giving teachers time by reducing that workload, everything else you do around wellbeing will just be patronising. We're probably the 12th year of making videos around this. I put marking in there because let's be honest, why do teachers still do it? Why would you mark a book for a child who cannot yet confidently decode text? It is just pointless. And I genuinely think 90% of marking teachers do, maybe 99%, isn't for the kids, it's for whoever checks your books. Teachers know the best form of feedback is oral verbal feedback, so just trust them to do that. You know, I'm a massive advocate for technology when it's used effectively, but if there's one thing I wish we could leave in 2025, it's just kids using tech outside of school, because they don't use it well. It's creating so many issues, adding to our workload as teachers, having to sort out WhatsApp fallouts and stuff kids are accessing because it's just not being monitored or safeguarded outside of school. Yet in school, that's when we can teach them how to use it effectively. So if it was up to me, ban social media for under 16s. I just wouldn't let children use technology apart from when they're in class with me, so I can make sure they're using it well. And finally, the last thing I'd like to leave in 2025 in education, can you guess? I've just put Ofsted, because they're just going to do nothing more than carry on forcing more and more teachers to leave the profession.